That's how we came up with today's topic. Hey everybody, what's up and welcome back to Macabre'Gorium Labs presents a showcase of things likely forgotten. My name is Bats and I hope you'll join me today as we talk about today's topic, Yoo-hoo. It literally beckons. For today's topic, we go all the way back to the 1920s and find a man named Natale Olivieri, who was an Italian immigrant that owned a soda fountain in Garfield, New Jersey. Olivieri had been making fruit drinks under the name True Fruit, but was looking to add something new to his lineup. After thinking for a while, he decided to try making a chocolate-flavored drink. There were issues that he needed to figure out, the main one being how to keep the drink from going bad quickly. Olivieri's wife would end up inspiring him as she would can and preserve her own homemade tomato sauce to make it last for months. Now I'm sure you're asking, what does canning have to do with Yoo-hoo? Well, the canning process involves boiling jars before sealing them. This process is meant to sterilize the jars and keep food from going bad for months at a time. Olivieri figured out that by using that method, removing liquid milk from the drink, it would last longer without going bad or needing refrigeration until opened. Now he had the drink, but what to do now? He would have the drink put into glass bottles with an eye-catching blue and yellow label. However, since there was no fruit in Yoo-hoo, he didn't want to sell it under the True Fruit name. So in 1928, Olivieri would officially begin making the drink, but he would change the name to Yoo-hoo. During that point in time, yelling Yoo-hoo to somebody was a very common way to get someone's attention. Yoo-hoo!
What?
The people loved it, and it would begin a new chocolate craze. In 1947, Thomas Gerisi would build a 50,000 square foot bottling plant in Batesburg, South Carolina. This plant would be able to fill glass bottles with Yoo-hoo at a rate of 250 bottles per minute. The Yoo-hoo corporate headquarters at 600 White Plains Road in Tarrytown, New York was a converted warehouse that was established in 1950. There were several other plants established that do different jobs, such as the Carlstadt, New Jersey aluminum plant and the plastic bottling manufacturing plant in Aspers, Pennsylvania. This three-pronged approach would form the Yoo-hoo distribution network for the East Coast. Moving on to the 1960s, Yoo-hoo would partner with catcher of the Yankees baseball team, Yogi Berra, in order to appeal to adults too. That's Yogi Berra, the human, not Yogi Bear, the cartoon. The commercials would also feature Mickey Mantle and Whitey Ford drinking Yoo-hoo. In New York, you would see that the ads on billboards with Berra's catchphrase, "It's me, he, for Yoo-hoo." Appealing to adults was important as Yoo-hoo was for everyone, not just for kids. This marketing worked well as the sales to adults rose 40% in the Northeast. It's 2025 and I'd argue that they're still pretty good on the Northwest. Yoo-hoo has had quite a journey over the last 97 years. It has gone through 5 different companies. BBC owned it in the 1950s for 2 decades. Then Iroquois brand bought it in 1976. It went to private investors in 1981, who then sold it to Pernod Ricard, a French drink company, in 1989. In 2001, Pernod would sell it to Cadbury Schweppes, at which point production was done at C.S. Mott's Group with marketing and advertising under Snapple. In May 2008, Cadbury Schweppes decided to split into the Cadbury candy business and the Dr. Pepper Snapple Group. The latter still owns it to this day. Now we know where it came from, let's look at what it was made of. Olivieri had a great idea of not using liquid milk in his drink. However, there are some dry milk products used. The main ingredients for Yoo-hoo are water, high fructose corn syrup, cocoa, non-dairy creamer, and chocolate flavoring. Yoo-hoo always uses whey and sodium caseinate from milk with non-fat dry milk as well to make Yoo-hoo's signature smooth chocolate flavor. There are also several ingredients added to help preserve the drink, and it does contain a lot of vitamin. With the success of the original Yoo-hoo chocolate flavor, the flavors were expanded in the 1980s with strawberry Yoo-hoo. This went so well that other flavors would be introduced too, with cookies and cream, chocolate peanut butter, and vanilla being added to the lineup. Although it's not easy to get the other flavors these days, even through the Yoohoo website. So now we know what Yoohoo is. Let's look at how they make it. Yoo-hoo's manufacturing begins by blending water, corn syrup, whey, sugar, cocoa, oils, milk solids, vitamins, and stabilizers in large tanks. After it is blended, the mixture is pasteurized to kill bacteria and extend its shelf life. Then Yoo-hoo is packaged for individual portions. Throughout our research, we did see a number of recipes to make Yoo-hoo at home, although how much and what ingredients you use does vary based on personal taste. You will need milk, cocoa powder, sugar, vanilla extract, a thickening agent such as cornstarch to make a creamy texture. Now, I don't know about you, but that just kind of sounds like chocolate milk with a whole bunch of extra steps. Our research showed that most recipes online do involve some form of liquid milk, so even if it tastes like Yoo-hoo, it's not going to be the real thing. Yoo-hoo itself has a website, of course, that answers many questions about Yoo-hoo. It highlights the flavors available and gives an abridged history, so check that one out for yourself too. But it is from the website that we found this quote. A beloved beverage for 8 generations. Since its creation, Yoo-hoo has reminded us of cheerful childhoods full of energy and fun. It's sweet, easy to sip, and perfect with a PB&J or just cold from the fridge. Yoo-hoo has been a staple in many homes around the world for generations and will continue to bring up nostalgic memories for many. Here in 2025, Yoo-hoo is still going strong, and that is thanks to all of the people that made this drink over the years, and to the current manufacturer of Keurig, Dr. Pepper. As if it isn't painfully obvious what I think about Yoo-hoo. I actually do remember having it as a kid too, and in the juice box and the less popular canned form. So again, with my Yoo-hoo gone, it's kind of obvious what I think, and now you know, I've just got to ask. Were or are you a fan of Yoo-hoo? If so, what was your favorite memory or flavor? What was it like the first time you got to try it? And if not, what was your favorite childhood snack, toy, show, movie, or other memory? Did we forget something, get something wrong, or leave something out? Did you have a suggestion for a future video, or maybe you just want to drop in and say hi? Either way, feel free to head on down to the comment section because we look forward to hearing from you. And with that, unfortunately, we've come to the end of another Macabre'Gorium Labs showcase of things likely forgotten. My name is Bats, and I hope you had a good time today as we took a look at today's topic, Yoo-hoo. It literally beckons. Be sure to check back next time because you never know what we have in store. As usual, think for yourselves, be excellent to each other, and keep it creepy. I'm going to go see if I can find like 50-gallon barrels of this stuff. We just want to give a shout out to our patrons, Corey Backus, Viking Woman, Boss Mike, Woodstock, Bill, Matt H, and Joshua R. Thank you all for your support. You guys freaking rock. Be sure to check out these linked videos for another one of our awesome works or a video from our partner channel, Bats from the Grave. We'll see you in the next one. Keep it creepy.